Hi everyone, this lesson is lesson 47 and it is working with pi and continuing our work with pi and applying that to find the circumference of a circle. So we've done a little bit of circle work already. You started doing that in 5th grade for sure, I know with me. I'll start by reviewing what we know so far about a circle, and then we'll continue by applying pi. First of all, kind of talking about what is pi. That's a conversation for another day, pi day, actually. And then how to plug that into a formula in any given situation to calculate the circumference around a circle. Learning targets for today: determine the appropriate number of diameters in the circumference of a circle. That's strange. Use 3.14 or 3 14/14 as an approximation of pi. In my math class, you will always use 3.14. Use the formula C equals pi d to find the circumference of a circle, or the formula C equals 2 pi r to find the circumference of a circle. I'll explain a little bit what that means. Here we go. I'm just going to zoom out actually a little bit. Okay, so I've crossed that off. Circumference of a circle is the perimeter of a circle. Perimeter of any other space is the space around it. When we're working with circles, we call that the circumference. Just to review really quickly what we know about circles, we know that if we're looking at a circle, oh boy, 1 second. Use your imagination and pretend that that is accurate. Okay, so when we're working with a circle, the distance across in any direction, completely across the center of a circle, is referred to as the diameter. The diameter goes completely across. The radius goes from the center of the circle, now it looks like a Pokemon ball, the center of the circle to the outer edge. And it is always exactly half of the diameter. So for example, if my diameter is 6, my radius will always be 3, because that is exactly half. And that's why these formulas make sense. When we're looking at calculating the circumference of a circle, both of these formulas are the same thing. And you know, in math, I love when you have choice. So whatever formula is more appropriate to the situation, use that one. Whatever formula sticks in your brain better, use that one, because either way, it'll give you the right answer. So circumference equals 2 pi r. So the radius times 2 times pi, or C equals pi d. So pi times d. Both of them will get you the exact same thing because ultimately they're both the same thing. I have crossed this out because never in my life have I ever used a fraction to represent pi. I don't know. It's extra information you don't need to overwhelm your brain with right now. So cross that off. In my math class, you will always use 3.14. There's a lot of cool information out there about pi, what it represents, where it came from, how big it is, and we will do a lot of fun activities around pi in general on Pi Day. If you were in my math class last year, you know I like to celebrate Pi Day, which of course falls on 3.14 on our calendar year, which is March 14th. It's a fun day in math class where we, of course, eat pie. So it's already fun. Let's take a look at this example. This is the only example we're going to do together today. Sydney drew a circle with a 2-inch radius. What is the circumference of the circle? So go ahead and pause your video and please try this. I don't care which formula you use. C equals 2 pi r or C equals pi d. Solve this problem and unpause when you're ready to check my work. I'm going to unpause really quickly right here to kind of show you where I'm at. I've drawn my circle, just like Sydney. I've drawn a 2-inch radius. Radius meaning I started at the center and I drew out from there. So I have a 2-inch radius, and I've written my equation. C equals 2 pi r. In this case, r is worth 2, right? So I have C equals 2 pi r. Now my next step from there, I was just going to show you, when I'm multiplying numbers across like this, I literally have, when numbers touch like this, pi is a number but instead of writing 3.14, I'm just going to represent it with the pi symbol. So when I have 2 pi r, all right, sorry for that pause. So when working with multiplying numbers, we can multiply them in any order. So all I've done here in this next step is I've multiplied my 2's together. So now instead of 2 pi 2, I have c equals 4 pi because I've multiplied my 2 times 2. So now in order to solve for the circumference of this circle, I have 4 times pi, which is, I'm going to write this out before I pause the video and do the actual math, but I have 3.14 times 4. My product will be my circumference. So go ahead and give this a try and unpause when you're ready to check. There you have it. I've taken my pi times 4, 3.14 times 4, and I've ended up with 12.56 inches, or 12 and 56/100 inches. That's our only example for today. We are only working with circumference at this point. You could even actually, this is a better way to label this, the C equals, circumference equals 12 and 56/100 inches. As we continue